Does somebody hear me? Please respond. Last cohort prospector needs help.
This is the first cohort. I'm on my way.
You lucky newbie, the cavalry's arrived. Come along with me and I'll try and help you survive.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I've cleaned the
where
water
we are.
wheels out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. All right. Be like that. Okay, let's see get these out of the way. First off, I've added the filtered water unit, so we don't have to go chasing around looking for water anymore. Okay. I brought the wooden shelves over. Right. Now these we may change to metal later, but for now, these are all the soft stuff we need. You know, like silica and sulfur and all that sort of stuff, right? Okay, upstairs, this is all the hard ore.
Oh, right? I see.
All the ingots, so everything's up here.
Yeah. And this science just beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. It only took me an hour to work out how to do it. And another 3 hours to actually do it. Okay, now, over here, this one here is purely for exotics. And as you can see, somebody got a little bit busy with a miasmic axe. And with the use of the residue cleaner, we've virtually tripled the amount of exotics we've got. Now, the reason I didn't send them up is I wanted to wait till you got here, so you got your share of them as well. You see.
Okay.
If I'd sent them, I would have been the only one to get it. Right. The repair bench is there. Everything else is there. Now, the only thing I noticed. Oh, here's your upgrade for your alteration bench. So I'll put one of those in.
Oh yeah. I should think about that stuff.
Yeah, I was sitting here looking and I'd say I know I've forgotten something, and then after an hour or so, I'd eventually click. We had no way of upgrading. Okay, I brought the glass making bench over because it'll be easier to with all of the resources over here. It'd be easier to do glass and stuff like that for a glass house and what have you.
Cool.
What else did I do? There are a couple of other units we may yet have to put in, electronic units. And I thought maybe at some time, not to mess with your beautiful detailed work, but we may actually come out here another square where you're standing, these two squares here. And if we did, if this wall here was extended up to the same level at the other end, I don't know how you'd be able to like to work it out that way, but you know, because in here, in this corner here, we'll go inside. We're actually losing all the storage space down here on this angle.
I see.
Yeah, it's just a thought. I mean, it doesn't need to be done now. It's just a thought, something that you may like to look at and think about, because eventually, those cupboards downstairs should all be up here, so that we know everything up here is all resources, and then we can use this space down here for a couple of other benches that we don't have at the moment.
Okay. In this case, I need to build one interesting scene. Let me just take some materials. Because, both of us are highly organized persons.
Of course you are. I have no
So,
doubt about that at all.
I believe that we need to build something to like plan our further stuff and don't forget about it. So,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I believe
So
that we
you're
need
going to
some,
create a whiteboard, are you?
yeah, something like Kanban board or whiteboard, something like that. Uh,
Oh, luck with that.
that will be silly stuff, of course, because we're a little bit limited by that game. But you know, I don't think that it will be
Oh, I'm sure you
too
will
bad.
overcome the challenge.
Okay, well, so we have that stuff, we have this stuff, beautiful, and the only stuff that I need now is some foundation.
You do have a miasmic pick, don't you?
Yep, of course.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I've got a marker down for a new cave.
Mm-hmm.
One I did clean out because I needed it straight away to complete some of the benches. But there's another one that I put a marker on so that we can go and investigate that if it's something you want to do later. It's only in the swamp, so it won't be dangerous or anything like that.
Yeah, it's we're gonna do that. I mean, as soon as I finish with that board, because I wanna
Yeah,
have it.
there's no hurry. I've got all day. I can sit here drinking rum and coke and smoking cigars and eating chocolate biscuits and
Gotcha.
slurping on ice creams. Not a problem.
Okay,
Let's see.
come on,
One down,
give me that stuff. And wait a
two
second.
down. Oh, Mr. Bear. Bye bye.
Well, where do you wanna place it? Oh, I see. I see a nice, beautiful place for it.
Four. Come on. Where's the cougar?
So,
I want a cougar. Come on. I've got 4 out of 5. So
no.
I want my morning cougar. Oh, there's a wolf.
Okay. So I'm gonna place it.
5 out of 6.
And
There's got to be a cougar around here somewhere.
nope. Okay.
Oh, there
Oops.
he is.
Just a little bit.
6 out of 6. What a good way to start the morning.
Oh yeah.
And I only missed once with a sighter shot. Just to sight
Gotcha.
the gun at the beginning.
So, yeah, I'm on my way.
Oh, no, it's okay. I just thought I'd point it out so it'd make it easy for you to make decisions.
Okay, I'm here. What about our
Okay,
fabricator?
open the fabricator and everything in the top line on the top row is all for you.
I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah. I don't forget about it. I just need a little bit more time to finally build that stuff.
Yeah, no,
And
that's okay. I'll just let you know where it is, that's all.
Yep, and then we can discuss that thing.
Also, to make sure that you, when I send my account in for working overtime rates, you'll see what I've been doing, you see. And then you'll pay, unlike Donald Trump, you'll actually end up paying me.
Gotcha. Okay. Something like that, and nope. Come on. Yeah,
Right,
that
while
stuff.
you're doing that, I'm going to send those exhausts out.
Uh-huh. Well, what do we
So
need?
that's 121 each. That's not bad. Or 240 each. Oh, that looks good.
So, what do we need first, I believe, is to build a greenhouse. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I made a whole heap of glass for you just in case you wanted to do that.
Seriously? Already?
Yeah. Oh, I ain't no slouch. I may be old, but I'm pretty old.
Okay, greenhouse, warehouse, yeah, and next stuff, what do we need also? Seriously? Thunderstorm? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we're getting 1 to 2 storms a day now because we're more experienced and
Oh, I get it.
you know
Maybe you are.
real heavy hitters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you are, but not me.
You're level 30 now. You've got to pay the same bloody taxes.
Gotcha. Well, the next stuff is how we can say it. Oh yeah, that's nice. And now, where you are? So,
Ooh,
I
clever.
believe that this is our nearest plans. I mean, build greenhouse, build warehouse. I want to separate building for all
Oh
our
yeah.
storage with I like the idea that you invented with that signs on cupboards, so we're gonna just expand that stuff to the whole building.
Oh, I see. Yep. Not a
Yep.
good idea.
And when we done that, we can place our kitchen on a second floor in this building, because we're
Oh
gonna
yes.
have it
Yep.
empty.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So the question is, what? No. And the last stuff, I mean, build high living space. It's I'd like to build higher on that mountain and have our new cabins, a little bit more modern stuff on it, on top of that cliffs.
Oh
So
yep.
yeah.
You go right ahead and do whatever you want to do. I'm
Well,
just here to pay tax. Right?
what
I
what
just I
what
just pay the bills. You spend it.
Ah, what do we need to do that? For greenhouse, we need to prepare a lot of silica. Yeah.
Well,
To
let's
build
go and check out what
to
you've got. What
to
we've got.
build a warehouse. We probably need silica also because it's probably should be something like some built
Well,
of
we've got
concrete or
four.
something like that.
Yeah, we've got 400 glass already made,
My goodness.
and we have another 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, about 1,500 silica down below.
Ah, okay, I get it. I get it. So
We are a bit short of steel, of iron, to make steel and what have you for the reinforced glass, but we can clean that up
okay,
by going into the swamp biome and cleaning out that tunnel, that
wrong
cave.
color.
Because if we
That's
use
better.
our miasmic picks, we'll be getting virtually double the amount that we actually carry.
Yeah, this is the whole idea. To easily get all that stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
we have some empty carts, and I believe that we should go inside.
Oh, are you scared of the lightning?
Uh, what? Are you fucking little kitty? Good night.
3 shots to kill a jaguar?
I can't. I
Seriously?
can't aim somehow. I don't know what happens with me, to be honest. Okay. Well. Well.
I'm so good at causing chaos, and you didn't even let me complete it.
Oh yeah. Well, we are going to check some caves, yeah?
Yep. Check a
Yeah.
new one that I found.
Beautiful. That's why I changed my mind and get a big boy instead of horse. What?
Oh, yep.
Are you are you serious, big boy? You can't pass through that stuff? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is time for morning swim.
If you need to, we've got a ton of titanium now, so you can use as much as you like for anything you like.
Okay. I'm thinking about maybe totally go to firearms, having a pistol,
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff, and stop finally using my bow.
Yes, yeah, we've got to educate you. I mean, the Americans are going to take over the world, and in America, everybody's got to have a gun.
Yeah,
If
I
you've got a
know.
bow and arrow in America, it means you've got land that they can steal.
By the way, I'm just curious. What about gun law in New Zealand? Is
Oh,
it?
yeah, you're allowed to have rifles and shotguns.
Uh-huh.
Handguns, you're only allowed if you belong to a pistol club. But
Aha.
there's very stringent laws on who can uh, who can have a firearm,
Uh-huh.
and both um, the owner and the weapon has got to be um, registered, licensed.
That's fine. That seems fine
Yeah.
for me.
Uh, and you're not allowed to have any automatic weapons.
Aha.
Right? You can have uh, you can have a semi-automatic, but even that's frowned upon. We consider going hunting as like an honor sport.
Mm-hmm.
So, like real hunters take rifles that only fire one shot at a time.
Gotcha. So it's considered to be used only.
Unsporting. Yep.
Uh-huh. Only for
Only.
hunting.
Yep.
Okay.
Like we've got a massive amount of things that we can hunt. Nothing local. All of it was imported. All of it was brought in. Now, where is? Oh, yeah, it's around the other side. That's right. So you can hunt pigs, deer, chamois, tar, red deer. Oh shit, that's right. Oh, don't go that way. About 5 different types of deer. Oh, that's right. Now that's not nice. where has my drill gone? You dirty, rotten bastards. Hang on. Well,
Somebody eating it.
I know that. Yeah. Okay. Now, where did I have that cave? It's just back here, I think. Oh, you wanted some of these seeds, didn't you? From these
Yeah.
bushes?
Oh yeah. Uh, is it the stuff? I see. Yep. Here you are. Bramble
You grab
seed.
those, and then we'll continue on. I'm just trying to. I had a cave here, now can't remember where it was. I know it's not far away. Remind me to pick up that beacon on the way back too. Too unprotected there for the drill to be used.
Wait a second. Okay, well, I see you. Oops. Okay, let's work on that place. And as I see, we have Noxus stuff for every possible scene in a game now. That's nice.
Almost.
Where is exceptions?
It does make it interesting because it means that you double and in some cases triple how much stuff you're getting.
Gotcha.
So once you get to the miasmic equipment, you virtually only have to do any sort of mining or anything like that only once now and again. So you save a lot of time. You can do more interesting things like getting your partner killed and, things like that.
Okay. Why is your horse not happy?
Probably because he's got a couple of bags full of poisonous stuff.
Oh, that's possible. Or maybe because you forget to feed it.
Well, that could be it too. I mean, that's his responsibility. He should have thought of that before we left. It's like telling the kids to go to the toilet before a road trip and they ignore you and then want you to stop for them.
Okay, seems like we finished here because...
No, not quite.
Not quite? Okay.
Oh no, we've got heaps of goodies here yet.
But... What are you doing here, Ubis?
Another storm?
Yeah.
Swamp gales. Oh, well, that'd be about half of the course.
What?
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Yes. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
You run out of inventory space.
Yeah. Have you got any space for
Nope.
noxious crusts?
Nope.
Ooh, then we could be in trouble.
I just like...
Yeah, I saw him, but I've got no space.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll get him next time.
Sure. Actually, it's not a big deal for me because I managed to fit all the poison stuff in that big guy, but it's probably could be a problem for you.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit in there.
Yay.
But he'll survive. They bring him up tough in the jungle. Here, come back here. The bridge is back this way.
Oh, yeah. I just forget that we don't have
You were
any.
you were just wandering off in the dark to get lost and murdered.
Yeah. Lovely plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah,
See, already I know how you're trying to get me into trouble.
no. Firstly, I get into trouble myself. And then.
That's not trouble for you. That's normal. For me, it's trouble.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, I'm not dying anymore.
That's kinda nice.
Yeah, of course it is.
By the way, I'm just curious. There in New Zealand, you using metric or imperial like systems?
No, well, in New Zealand, we're like the rest of the world. We use metric. We're
Aha.
not. We don't. Follow it. We don't follow the only other country in the world that doesn't.
Gotcha. That's nice. Yeah.
I will not name the United States of America because that people would think I'd be picking on them for being so ignorant they can't work out the metric system.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, you should be able to get your better rifle and shotgun now.
Uh, don't know. Let me double check.
Yeah, you should be. They should be the first on the list at tier 4.
What? What is a heal device?
Sorry?
That's I see some new stuff.
In the tech tree?
Uh-huh. It's
Whereabouts?
on in tier 3 and it's like heal device. Health examination and
it's a
analysis
little
lens.
handheld thing that tells you how sick your neighbor is. I think at this stage, I think it's just a gimmick. It's just it's like a machine to examine a prospector to see what's hurting him.
Uh-huh.
So
Gotcha.
it's just I can't see any use for it or benefit for it at the moment. It's only a sort of a doctor thing.
Gotcha.
It's like going gold mining with a stethoscope.
Oh yeah. And it's definitely not our way. Our way is if we lose in health, we're sick and we need to eat all the pills that we have. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just making other stuff here now.
Okay.
We'll load up with everything we've got. Did you make your new bang bangs?
Oh yeah, all of them.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
So you've got a pistol as well now?
Yeah. Pistol, top tier
Oh.
shotgun, and hunting rifle. All of them.
Oh, good.
Of
So
course.
now I don't have to do all the killing. I can let you do it.
Yeah.
And you will confidently go out there and hit them with every single shot.
I can't promise that.
Well, if we're going away for a week, you're only getting 5 bullets in that case.
Oh yeah.
So you either hit him with one shot, or you're dead.
Okay. Well, Um,
Get out of the bloody way, chicken. Okay, there's spare medicines in the chemistry bench if you need them. I don't know
uh-huh.
what you need. Oh, is your light fully charged?
Oh, yeah. I just forget to get it. I charged it and forget it on charging station.
Ah.
Yep.
I think we to make sure of getting the whatchamacallit, I think we should go to the volcanic biome
Uh-huh. Okay.
just to make sure that we get the scoria.
Uh-huh. Let's go then. By the way,
Yeah, I put the marker on.
okay. By the way, about Windows. As you probably know, a few weeks ago I was forced to reinstall it on my wife's notebook. And
Oh yes, you did mention, yeah.
yeah, the thing is that now we learned that this damned thing done something really bad with her hard drive. And the worst thing that this is a notebook and this hard drive is actually soldered to the motherboard. So I can't simply replace it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's
Isn't that convenient? Huh?
yeah.
Isn't that convenient for resale?
Seems like we need to just buy a new one.
Yeah. I wonder who thought of that little trick.
That's yeah. Just Windows scene, you know.
Yep.
Mess stuff around and find out.
Yeah, exactly. I am not having a good day with directions, eh? What am I doing?
I don't know about you, but I'm swimming.
Yeah, well, I'm totally lost. Oh, that's right. We need to go upriver. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, I see. I decided to go down to the wrong end. It's a 2-minute trip from the house to the entrance cave, and I always go the wrong way.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I just want to see how the other half live.
Seems like I need feed that guy a little bit less. Because he
Is
can
he fat again?
he can't jump at all, you know?
Oh.
Well, I need to find some appropriate exit from that river.
Over here, down this way. Keep coming towards the tunnel. There should be an access just here.
Uh-huh.
Which is the one I was looking for originally. I was only 3.5 kilometers out. So it's fairly close.
Gotcha.
I mean, I've done this trip maybe a dozen times over the last few games, or even more than that, and I still can't do it properly. Oh, cheeky! That bloody buffalo's faster than my horse.
It's not about Buffalo, it's about a crazy rider, you know?
Well, the crazy part I understand, but the riding part's a bit beyond me.
Just like to do some tricks on a speed, you know?
Ah,
Yeah. That's why you probably shouldn't ever be in a car when I drive in it.
you mean you drive cars? Personally, I just aim them.
You just what?
Aim. I just aim the car in a direction and go. I don't drive it.
Oh, gotcha. No, I'm driver and yeah.
You like actually driving.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, how old-fashioned. Now, something I want to do before we go too far. The first time I came here on the original, when I first did Prometheus,
Mm-hmm.
I made the mistake of not marking the entrance.
And get lost?
I got lost
Oh
for
my
about
goodness.
7 episodes.
Oh my.
I mean, I even walked away for a week because I couldn't work out how the devil to get that back out of here.
Gotcha.
So eventually, I went back to the character, and I just let him die.
Mm-hmm.
Like went into a cave, hid in a cave, and then just let him die. And respawned back at the base after leaving an ordinary marker on it on the entrance.
Oh yeah.
Or at least I sort of respawned, came back, marked the entrance, then went and got my body and all my bits and pieces again. But it was so frustrating. I kept going round and round in circles, and I just couldn't find it.
Gotcha. Well, that's kinda strange, but I can't see any scoria.
Oh, it'll be around somewhere. We just got to find it. I also want to keep an eye out for those any more of those red flowers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's got to be more of them around, and I know there's at least 1 or possibly 2 trees that can be mined for red exotics.
What's that? Oh yeah, a little bit of scoria.
Yep,
That's what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
What'd you do?
I forget to empty my inventory before going here. Just a few slots, but you know.
Well, a few too little is a few too little.
Oh yeah. What?
What have you done? How did you die?
No, I just trying to not die and hit that fucking boar. Oh. My goodness. You know, it seems like something wrong with us today because we constantly fighting at night. I mean, not even fighting, but doing all the stuff.
Yeah, we've got things backwards somehow.
Oh yeah. And who are you?
I'm just
Shala.
going around in
Okay.
circles looking for scoria.
That's kinda interesting because I'm looking for scoria also, but
Ooh.
finding troubles.
Hang on, I've just found another cave.
Huh?
Well, how are you getting on with your scoria?
Huh?
How are you getting on finding scoria?
I'm most successful on finding troubles right now. Not a scoria.
Oh, I'm quite happy just sitting in this cave hiding from you.
Hiding from me?
Well, not so much from you, more like the trouble that you cause.
Oh. Now I get it. Wait a minute.
Now
What's
we
that?
do need platinum. So I'm going to gather as much of it, and there's a lot of it here.
Okay,
So I'm going to take
okay.
as much as I can. The aluminium can stay because we don't need that. We've got a ton of that. Unless you build a big metal workshop or something.
That's kind of interesting plan, you know? I mean, this aluminium is typically pretty ugly, of course, but
Yeah.
you know, for a warehouse, it should be convenient.
Well, it would look rather industrial, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Soybeans.
It's the sort of things the Americans would do.
Yeah.
Build it out of aluminium, lose it to a hurricane, and turn around and say, well, that wasn't built very well.
Oh,
They'd blame the aluminium instead of the guy who designed the building. Right.
Do you have any hurricanes in New Zealand?
Any which?
Uh,
Hurricane. Oh,
yeah.
sort of. We have one or two cyclones a year, which virtually the same thing.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. But I believe that your buildings are prepared for that stuff, yeah?
Well, we've traditionally built for earthquakes.
Ah.
Right? That's our biggest problem here is earthquakes. We sort of have, I think it's been recorded, we have somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 earthquakes per year.
1,000?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So we actually, and this is why a lot of the buildings here are constructed in wood. So,
Aha.
like a lot of, especially homes, were always constructed of wood. One, it was a plentiful resource, but two, it was a lot safer in earthquakes because it'd flex and bend with the movement of the earth, whereas things like brick would brick would just crumble. If you have a look at the results of the Christchurch earthquake, you'll see where a cathedral that had stood for over 100 years just totally crashed, and that was made out of granite and stuff like that, heavy stones,
Yeah.
and it virtually just demolished the whole church, the whole cathedral. And yet 90% or 95% of the wooden buildings in the town, apart from a few broken windows and odd bits and pieces like that, there was nothing really serious that was damaged. I mean, we had the results of liquefaction because of the unstable ground. Because Christchurch, when those Tommy bastards arrived from England, they were told by the local Maori not to build their town where they put Christchurch. That because the English, knowing better than everyone else, decided that they knew better, so they built Christchurch where it is today. And that just happens to be right in the middle of a floodplain. So you've got rivers flooding around you when it's raining. And when there's an earthquake, which I said we have a couple of thousand of them a year, you have liquefaction. So you have quite a depth of mud all of a sudden showing up on your doorstep and flooding your house.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But hurricanes, or not so much hurricanes, what do you call them? The cyclones that we have,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, do damage, of course, to wooden homes, which
Yeah.
then makes it complicated. Do you build homes for the cyclone protection,
Mm-hmm.
which is maybe once or maybe twice a year if it's a bad year, or do you prepare for the earthquakes that are quite numerous?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Actually, as
But
far
the
as I...
storm patterns over the years have actually changed a lot.
Uh-huh. As far as I know, Japanese has pretty nice technologies to build against earthquakes.
Yes, yeah. Where do you think they got most of their ideas from?
Huh. Gotcha.
They actually hired New Zealand. What do you call them? It's not volcanologists. The people that study earthquakes and all that sort of rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
And New Zealand architects to design their defences.
Mm. Cool.
Well, I'm not saying by any means that the Japanese weren't capable. It was just they had the people with the expertise there already.
Yeah.
So while
This is
the
a...
architects and what have you didn't actually build a building,
Uh-huh.
they acted more as advisors on what they considered to be a safe building.
Oh, I
Oh,
found you.
fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm in the cave here jumping around.
Yeah, I see. I just,
Fuck's sake. Have I really got to do it this way? Yeah, I want mainly this platinum, you see.
well. Actually, how many? So, I have 230 regular scoria and 230 Noxious crust scoria. So...
Okay, and I've got another 45 Goria.
Uh-huh. It seems
plus
like...
the noxious Scoria.
Yeah, it seems like we're pretty fine on scoria. I believe that we should have just enough for now.
I just managed to just about kill myself.
Don't do that. We don't need it, you know.
Yeah, now have we got... Whereabouts are you? Oh, hang on. There's one more over there. Oh, no, it's not.
Well.
Where are you? Are you still in there?
Oh,
you're over there.
No. Yeah, I just
that way you.
Yeah, failed to find any more scoria and decided to get a little bit useful resources that I see.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. So let's go back, maybe.
Well, the sun will be up shortly now that we've worked all through the night. Hang on a sec, I'll just get
Or we could wait for the sun and maybe then I
Make
will
it
be
easier.
able to find
Yep.
any more scoria.
Yeah, well, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning now, so, you know,
Yeah.
it's hardly worth going all the way back to find out you're going to be short scoria.
Mm-hmm. What?
And if we stop antagonizing the wildlife, they may not even kill us while we're waiting for the sun to get up.
Oh yeah. Actually, I believe that on that plateau, you know, I killed already all the enemies.
Oh,
What
well, how
was
about the
that?
ones that are still dive bombing me?
What was that? Did you found one of that octopus? Or what? Oh, scoria.
Oh, really?
Yep. As I said, doing that at night is not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Because you can't...
Well, this is all your idea. I mean, I was quite happy to stay at home, have dinner, you know.
Huh? Seriously? Now you're
Yeah,
about to
you know.
blame me in that fell, yeah?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I get it, I get it. Oh well, yeah, it's morning already, and my guy is almost full, so maybe one more scoria deposit, and I will be
All right.
happy. That one is already mined.
Yep.
Oh come on! Whoa, 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 whoa! Bloody stuff.
That's where that pistol is very handy because the ammunition is quite cheap. And as
Yep.
long as you can hit what you're aiming at, they're quite a good little weapon.
Yeah.
Even in the early part of the game, I much prefer to get that pistol first
Instead of
before the rifle or the shotgun.
Instead of a bow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I get a firearm as soon as I can, even if it's only a single shot pistol.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Because I'm really, and when I say average, I mean low average with a bow.
Will I be able to? But I wanna try, at least try, you know, to build bus or greenhouse and warehouse this Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Gonna be kinda nice.
So what are you going to need? Because I can get a lot. Like we've got a reasonable amount of stone, but not a lot.
I believe.
So the scoria will have to be processed.
Uh-huh.
We've got plenty of aluminium if you want to do the warehouse in metal for a change.
Yeah. I believe that we're gonna go with aluminium warehouse and
Yep.
glass greenhouse, of course.
Yeah. Well, there's a fair bit of glass ready over there already. But I can stock up a bit more.
You know, to
But
be
we'll
honest,
wait and see how much you need first.
I'm not quite sure. Okay, as soon as we reach base, I gonna try to calculate how many I need, and at least roughly, you know, and then
Yeah.
yeah, we probably, you know, when you doing all that preparation stuff off camera and even offline for me,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm exploiting you, you know?
No, you're not. Not at all.
That's...
As you will, as will be reflected in my monthly account for wages and overtime.
I just know how many time it took to prepare all that stuff because uh you know it's
Yeah,
kinda
but that doesn't matter.
yeah, it's kinda to do something like I mean 1 hour episode you need to spend something like 4 hours in a game before actually recording because
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, but that's part of it. I enjoy doing it. It gives me something to do.
Okay.
That's why when I do stuff, I try to do it to an extent that's not going to affect the actual result of the game when you're recording.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of stuff that really is rather boring for people to watch. So if we
um
get it out of the way without them having to watch it, it's a
oh
lot
yeah.
better.
You know that we can salt honey.
Say that again. We can what, honey?
Salt it.
Help us? In
Uh,
what way?
I mean, I can get that jarred honey, place it in a
Yeah.
salting station, and salt it.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
for whatever reason, but I can. It's just it's infinite on spoiling, and if I salt it, it will be twice infinite. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
So that's an infinity and infinite honey,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
infinite infinity honey.
I believe so.
Yeah, I could see how that'd work out. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Something
As I
like
say,
one,
eventually,
two,
when we've
three,
got
four,
enough
five.
iron, I'll make it all metal cabinets,
Uh huh. Sure.
and we can label all of them then.
Mm-hmm. Well,
All right, now. So, what do you think you'll need for your buildings?
yeah. Let me calculate that stuff. First things first. I need to open that thing. So aluminium building is
I mean,
fine.
don't worry about things like foundations because that's only stone anyway. But mainly
Whoops.
your walls and ceilings and stuff like that.
Whoops. I ran out about of research points, you know. Okay,
Well,
that's not a big
I
deal.
think I've got most of them anyway. Just tell me what you want, and even if you don't have enough at the moment, I
No.
can still get them made.
I'm fine. So, if I'm gonna build it, something like it's gonna be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say 10 by 4. 10 by 4, that means that I need at least
40,
24 walls.
24 walls.
Yep, at least. So 24 walls is basically 400 and no 560 glass, and for
Yep.
roof that's gonna be something That's gonna be a lot more, actually. Yeah, that's gonna be something like 40 roof, and it's 800 of glass. So
Yep,
we should be
that's right.
okay with something like 2000 of glass.
Yep, roger that.
And now I need to calculate something about my aluminium stuff. Oh, it's aluminium wall. I see. It's only four aluminium for a piece, so it's not a big deal. I believe that we have plenty of it.
Yeah, we've got plenty of aluminium. We've got nearly 2 complete things full, 2
Uh-huh.
complete cupboards full.
Okay, the last stuff that I want to do for today is to go get a little bit hunting to gather next level and a little bit more these points because I don't want to spend time on hunting in the beginning of the next live stream. So, yay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go and kill stuff. Not a problem.
Oh, yeah. That's just like surprisingly for me because, you know, I live on. How can I say it? Different end of a nurse, probably, and it always seemed, that New Zealand is pretty small state, pretty small country, but now I see that it's definitely not.
Yeah,
Because,
well, if you're going for a walk, don't get lost.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Because you can get lost on the coast, you can get lost in the bush, you can get lost in the mountains. And while we don't have any poisonous or dangerous animals, the country will kill you anyway.
gotcha.
I mean, what you see here on Icarus, not so much in Prometheus, but in open world,
Uh-huh,
a fairly large part, especially the South Island, looks very much like that
uh-huh,
on the Olympus open world,
gotcha.
because that's where a lot of the ideas came from for those maps.
So, you wanna say that Australia have a lot of poisoned and scary animals to kill people, but your country not. Your country just have
Yep, no,
environment for
we
that,
don't
you
have
know?
anything. Yeah. Well, you may get a wild pig if you upset him. He might charge you and kill you, but no, we don't have any poisonous spiders. There's no poisonous snakes. There's no scorpions. Nothing like that. No wild
Gotcha.
buffalo. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah,
of course.
you don't have to carry a snake kit with you everywhere you go like you do in Australia.
Yeah, of
Australia's got
course.
26 million people and 486 million poisonous insects.
That's true. By the way,
But of course, the people are the most dangerous.
people always most dangerous, you know? I
Yeah.
don't know any more danger creature on our planet, basically. Ah, um, and by the way, how many people in your country?
About 5 million.
Could you repeat, please?
5 million?
Only 5?
Yeah.
Ho,
Well, we don't want too many people here to spoil it.
kinda cool. You should have a lot of beautiful space in that case.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what our tourism is noted for. You can go onto a large beach, not just a small little wee one. I'm talking a beach that's probably 10 kilometers long, right? and you will see no one.
Oh
There'll
my
be
goodness.
no one there. You got the whole beach to yourself.
Sounds like a heaven.
Well, some people tell me it is.
Yeah, my wife and I just thinking about some beautiful, calm place to get a retirement. Oh, guess what I found? Strange
What
plant.
did you find? Oh,
One
good.
more.
Well done.
Well, and as much as like how can I say it? When we know more and more stuff about US, it seems like a nice place to live for some time to get some to gather some money, but not to be on retirement.
Well,
Ah,
as people say, I don't mind working there for the money, but I'd hate to bloody live there.
yeah.
I
So
mean, there are things because we are so far away from the rest of the world. Some things are expensive. There's no two ways about it.
yeah,
But
sure.
while every country has its problems,
Oh yeah,
we do
absolutely.
have one of the lowest crime rates in the world. Um, a reasonably stable government, even though the whole damn lot of them are a pack of liberal wusses. Um, but you know, we consider politicians in the same light as we consider a bad smell. You know, they
Gotcha.
happen, but you just put up with it.
That's cool.
How dare you come and attack me when I'm gardening?
Uh, by the way, what about Texas in your country? Do you know something about it, or
Well,
you just was a serviceman all your
we
life?
have yeah, we have a set tax rate. In other words, if and it's what's called PAYE, right?
Let me write it
Pay as
down.
you earn. So you don't do a big tax return at the end of the year, like for ordinary people.
Uh-huh.
You pay like if you get a salary and you're paid monthly, each month that tax is automatically deducted. So you never see it. I mean, you get used to it. You know that if they say your gross income is 100,000 a year, right? Your net income is 80,000 a year. That means that net income, right? That's what you earn. That's what you put in the bank is 80,000 a year, right? Because the
Yeah.
tax is already paid. If you're in business, there are business taxes, so it does vary. But as an individual person working for a wage or a salary, those are the benefits. You pay your tax, you just don't have to think about it anymore, right? You
Yeah.
don't have to fill out a tax form every year, right? Unless you have a huge income from shares and stocks and things like that. I mean, those are taxed as well, but not that bad. But on top of that, remember that you've got free healthcare, right? Everybody in New Zealand is entitled to free healthcare.
Saying everybody, I believe that
Dentists are
you mean citizens, not literally everybody.
well. We've had tourists that come here,
Uh-huh.
right, and they have an accident.
Uh-huh.
They go to hospital, they get treated, and there's no charge. I mean, if you go to a private hospital, yeah, but for mainstream New Zealand, all the public hospitals and medical facilities are free. Right?
Gotcha.
Education up until university, education is free. Right?
My
So,
goodness.
primary school, intermediate school, high school, those are all free. They're covered by the government. That's what our taxes pay for. Right?
Sounds nice, yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is that on retirement, while you can save privately for retirement, it's not necessary. Right? We have a national retirement system, which means everybody, when they reach the age of 65, is entitled to retire with a government-backed income. Right? So you have a base income, and you will have things like accommodation, any medical requirements you might have will be subsidized, not totally, but your accommodation expenses will be 60% of the total cost. Right? Any medications, because at 65 people get ill and things like that. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but they do. And stuff like that. There are a lot of benefits, but the biggest one of the lot is if you ignore the government, right? That's why they're in Wellington. That's why they're in the middle of everything, right? They can be isolated from the rest of the country and ignored for the rest of your life. But the so-called socialist system was set up, I think it was in the late 30s or early 40s, because there were men during the Depression that, they used to call them shilling a day men. They would get the equivalent of about 10 cents a day to put in a 12-hour day so they could buy bread and feed their families. And they built a lot of the roads and major government infrastructure that's still standing today. Right? But it was a way of keeping a lot of the men in work, even though the pay wasn't the best. Consequently, from that stemmed the fact that those men had injuries, so they weren't charged for medical expenses. And that just sort of evolved over time, that everybody in the country is entitled to medical care, education, and money in their pocket. Of course, some bastards take advantage of it, but,
Oh yeah. And I like hope that it's true for only taxpayers of your country. I mean, if you lived there for a while, paying taxes,
well,
so
if you're
no.
paying taxes, you're entitled to the benefits.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So, if you're here for, say, 10 years, and you reach an age of retirement, even after 10 years, because you were paying taxes in the country, you're still entitled to get your pension at 65. Right? You're still entitled to the benefits, medical benefits, right? The
Yeah,
educational benefits for your children. You're still entitled to those. You were working in the country and you were paying taxes.
gotcha.
I think the
That's
tax rate at the moment's about 20% or something, or 19% or something. I can't remember. It years since I even looked.
only 20.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
That's for the
Comparing.
average. That's the average income. I think once it gets to
Yeah,
a
sure. I get it because it's like always the thing that if you have some bigger income, you should pay a little bit more taxes. So
you pay a bit more.
that's fine.
I think some of the big investors and what have you supposedly pay about 33%. All right.
My
But
goodness.
of course, they have tax deductions. They have things like depreciation on tools and equipment, right, and machinery. So in the end, they end up paying probably 5% a year.
Hmm.
Because they can afford fancy accountants that can find all the loopholes.
Cool. Sounds really cool.
Yeah.
We definitely should
Uh,
think
the
about
ones
it.
who genuinely make a difference here,
Uh-huh.
the ones that can really do well are the ones who are honest and hardworking. You can make it. Sometimes it's a struggle because prices can be expensive.
Sure.
But the thing is, like some supermarket prices, because although they say they haven't, that they do have a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
So they can get up a bit. But the thing is, every person here in the country is entitled to go fishing. Now, you need a license for trout fishing in the rivers and lakes,
Uh-huh.
but you do not need a license to go fishing in the sea, in
Hmm.
or on the sea. Right? So you could go fishing on the weekend, get 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 fish, um, prepare them and put them in your freezer, and you've got fish for the week. You get to know people who are hunters. We've got like in a population of 5 million people, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have over 1 million amateur fishermen. Right? We've got over 300,000 amateur hunters. It doesn't take much to get to know people. And they
Yeah.
say, well, if you can get me a couple of good snapper for the weekend, I'll bring you some wild pork, or I'll bring you some venison, or I'll bring you some goat meat, or whatever you want.
Oh, I actually not the man who like fishing or hunting because I love animals too much to do some stuff like that. But I know that only in your country some very unique wood grows, and as a like hobby woodworker, I really excited about it because
Oh, yeah.
there is no wood like this in any other part of the world, and
Oh,
yeah,
you mean things like Rimu and Rata and
yeah,
Kauri
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hecatea?
that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the native timbers, yeah. A lot of them are restricted on like you can't just go and cut them down.
Yeah,
That
sure.
would get you into big trouble. But you can buy it. It is
Yeah,
expensive,
yeah, yeah.
but
I
there's
know.
some beautiful timber. Yeah, I agree
It's
with you. There is some
you know
beautiful timber.
saying expensive, it's pretty interesting stuff because in your country it's just expensive, but in whole other world it's hilariously expensive.
Well, the thing is here, you see, that this is a funny thing. You can go what people call beach combing, right? And you
What
go
does it
wandering
means?
along the beaches, and there's driftwood everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Now, some of it is good quality timber that's
Well,
been
wait a second.
pushed down.
And you're allowed to collect it legally?
Yeah, yes. If it's
Uh
on the beach and it's on public property, not private property,
uh-huh.
it is washed ashore on the beach. You can go and gather it. You can gather it for firewood. You can gather it to turn it up into furniture or whatever. Right? But you can go and gather it as long as it's on a public beach. Well, 90% of the beaches in New Zealand are public beaches with public access. Right?
Uh Okay, that's kind of unusual. I mean, I don't know any other country where the stuff is legal. Whoa.
Yeah, because politicians want to have control of everything.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah,
reason.
totally.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
there are places like up north of Auckland. They've got a lot of swamps up the northern part of it,
uh-huh.
and because of our history of volcanic disruption and things like that, there were huge forests of kauri trees. That's an extremely straight tree. You know, they can live 2,500 years. Very straight grained, beautiful grain timber, beautiful color. But some were knocked down by when Lake Taupo originally erupted. It blew down literally hundreds of square kilometers of prime
Yeah,
virgin forest, right? Now,
yeah.
a lot of these
I read
kauri
about that.
trees, yeah, sank into the swamps.
Uh-huh.
And even today, people still find them in the swamps and pull them out because the timber has been so beautifully cured in the swamp.
Yeah, and I
But
even
you do have to have a license to do that because kauri trees are, in
sure.
certain areas, a very sacred tree.
For sure, yeah. But you know, it's kind of amazing
But in general,
anyway.
if you found a log sitting on the beach and you chop the ends off that were perhaps beaten or worn or something like that, inside you've got a pretty good chance of finding some beautifully grained timber because it's normally only the outer 2 or 3 inches that are affected by the salt water. Right? And
Oh,
people have found some beautiful stumps of kauri floating on the beach, just sitting on the beach, washed up.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Arthur, I am about to ramp up that episode. Unfortunately, I ran out of time, something like 20 minutes ago. Well,
Well, but it's your own damn fault. You start me meandering and talking on, I'll go on for
yeah, yeah,
bloody
yeah, yeah.
hours.
I know, I know. Well, with that said, thank you very much. Just as always, it's a real
Okay.
pleasure to play with you.
Yeah,
And
always my pleasure.
I believe that we're gonna play together this Saturday. So
Saturday, yep.
anybody who looking, who watching that video, don't miss that. That's gonna be a hilarious building experience. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
something like that. Well,
That goes without saying.
oh yeah.